Welcome, and thank you for coming to our 5-year anniversary celebration. It is so amazing to look back and see how far we've come in such a short time. It's even more amazing to look forward to the goals and visions we have set for the future. The goals of Faithe-Built have adjusted a little each year, but have always been focused on the primary goal of giving. Of course, we want to give our best to our client and create the best architecture in every project. But really beyond that, the thing that sets Faithe-Built apart is we are committed to giving to others. We love being able to support and give back to our community, specifically to faith-based organizations. We have been so blessed to be able to give our time, our talents, and financial support to so many organizations. Over our 5 years, we have been able to give over $50,000 to churches, Christian schools, Christian youth camps, homeless shelter, soup kitchens, organizations advocating for abused children, an orphanage, and even sponsor children around the world through Compassion International. We have seen our talents used to improve facilities that provide medical care for our community, mental health care for Southeast Iowa, care for our animals, and an outreach for Jesus in our region. I have been able to witness and be a part of seeing lives changed in my hometown of Ottumwa and throughout Southeast Iowa. That is what accomplishes the greatest goal of Faithe-Built. Of course, there have been many different challenges. Financial challenges, challenges because of mistakes that I've made, and just the challenge of spreading the word that there is a new architect in Ottumwa. He loves his hometown, he loves seeing his community grow, and he loves Jesus. As that word is spread, so is the ability for growth, improvement, and expectations. It's exciting to step forward into each challenge and see the challenge be used to help improve others' lives. Every day I get to work on things that I know God will use to make a difference in people's lives. Whether I'm working on a small addition to a school or hospital, or taking a landmark building in Ottumwa and revitalizing it to a hub of activity and outreach to our community. Each one plays a role in how much Faithe-Built is able to give back. For the future, we have some exciting things that are happening. We are working on incorporating Faithe-Built and bringing on new employees as we set up for additional growth. I see Faithe-Built as growing beyond where we are now and into a thriving, growing company that provides services and completes projects throughout the central Midwest of the United States. I'm especially excited for how the vision and growth is going to provide more opportunities for us to give. In the Bible, the book of Matthew, there's a parable that Jesus tells called the parable of talents. In the parable, the master calls in 3 servants and entrusts them with some of his money. If you know the story, you know that to the first servant he gives 5 talents or bags of silver. The second gets 2 talents, and the third one gets 1 talent. The first and second servant, they take steps of faith and invest their talents they've been given, and they see those talents grow by 100%. And the 1 talent guy, well, he just buries his so it doesn't get lost or stolen. As the parable goes, the master comes back and listens to the report of how each servant has used his money. The first 2 double his money, with the first making 10 talents and the second 4 talents, and they are rewarded for their work. The third, well, it doesn't go so well for him. Jesus is asking us to invest the talents we've been given. The cool thing is that isn't just money. Talents also are the skills and gifts he has given us. As we are faithful with what we have been given, we will continue to see our talents grow, giving us a greater ability to give to others. So, in 2020, we are creating a nonprofit sister company to Faithe-Built called 10 Talents Design Studio. The focus of 10 Talents Design Studio is to provide architectural services to faith-based nonprofit organizations at no cost. We are currently in the process of establishing our nonprofit corporation. We are creating project application forms and developing a selection process for projects that fit with what 10 Talents Design Studio is intended to do. This will be a new way in which we can fully invest our talents into what Jesus has called us to do. We want both Faithe-Built Architecture and 10 Talents Design Studio to be driven by the action of faith, because faith by itself isn't enough. Unless it produces good deeds, it is dead and useless. We are committed to seeing our faith come alive and the great things we are able to be a part of in Ottumwa and Southeast Iowa. So thank you all for celebrating with us. These first 5 years of Faithe-Built Architecture have been truly amazing, and I am extremely excited for what God has next.